You guys came very close to beating LGD in a couple of occasions. How do you think the games went from your side?
Well, first game we went so. We tried out some strategy that a couple of us have been discussing, and we tried to execute it well, but LGD did quite well in closing us down, and we didn't get enough farm on the Luna, and we were not able to like defend our towers good enough in this kind of game. So the huge amount of pressure they applied on us was too much to come back from. They just played it very well, very stable, and closed us down into our base pretty much. In a game like that, I think we should just take more chances and not play as defensive, because it doesn't seem to work against LGD. Yeah, that's the first game.
The second game was much closer than the first. Was there a tipping point that you felt caused you to lose that game?
I think that I mean there are many reasons to why we lost the game. We had quite a lead. I think we were too afraid of actually starting to fight them. There was a point where we could have fought them with we could either have done the stick together as 4 and push one side, while the Lycan with Necro 3 pushes one side by himself. At that point, Lycan was stronger than anyone on the opponent team and could pretty much solo push a lane 1 versus 1, but we were not able to communicate well enough to make it happen. The other option would be to just stick together as 5 people. Once I had my BKB on Slardar, not wait for more items, just stick together and keep extending our lead. We kind of threw it away there. I mean, one reason could also be, like a small reason was also the fact that I took a bad engage in mid, which resulted in the opponents getting Roche. But more than anything, I feel that even at that point we were not that far behind. It was more the fact that fighting LGD is quite special. They're good at making us play way more defensive than we usually do. We usually don't try to play as safe as we do, and I feel that hurts us a lot when they take us out of our comfort zone and makes us afraid of doing the moves we like to do. So we kind of wasted a lot of time without getting anything done.
Now, going forward, you're either going to have to play eHome or Orange. They're currently playing now. Who would you rather play out of the two, and for what reason?
Well, both teams are really strong teams. I think Orange are probably gonna win, and they're probably the stronger team. But either way, I don't really mind playing any of them. In the end of the day, it's about if we can get our mindset right. We can just talk about the problems that happen in the game versus LGD, and just focus on our game, focus on our way of playing the game, and then pull through. If we make if we're able to execute our normal game and not getting outpicked or anything like that, I'm confident in us beating Orange or eHome and proceeding to the next stage of the tournament.
And finally, how are you handling all the pressure? It's a big event, there's lots of people watching. Are the nerves getting to you at all, or are you playing your game?
Well, it's hard to say. I don't think the nerves are getting to me. Of course, it's a lot of pressure sitting on stage and playing with a huge crowd, but I think it's more about the nerves of playing such strong teams as LGD. I think LGD are by far the strongest team in the tournament, and their team play and discipline is better than anything I've seen. So I would more say it's issue of handling the press of facing opponents that you know are better than you when it comes to playing the game in certain ways. So when you're playing against LGD, it's very hard to. It's more like you're allowed to make maybe one mistake, but not more than that in the whole game. So if you make more than one mistake each, you will probably end up losing a game because they don't make a lot of mistakes. So it's more about the pressure of playing in a game where every move actually matters a lot and can decide the whole game. And I guess that affects everyone. And I think it affects us, as I said before, in the way that we get afraid of playing the way we like to play. And yeah, that's how it is.
Well, thank you very much for asking questions, and good luck.
Thanks a lot.